Hello and welcome. In this edition of Bass vs. Bass, we have an Epiphone Viola Bass, and in the other corner, Hofner Club Bass from their Contemporary series. So the challenge I gave myself today is I wanted to see whether or not I could get this rental Epiphone Viola Bass to sound as close as possible to my Hofner Club Bass. Now, there were a few hurdles I had to overcome. The first of which, the viola bass came stock with round wounds, whereas I had put flat wounds on my Hofner Club Bass. The other big hurdle was the electronic control layout. On the viola bass, we have volume, tone, whereas on the Hofner, you have the typical Hofner control layout, which does not have a tone knob. But after some experimentation, I think I've come pretty close. But you be the judge. Let's put these two basses head to head along to a drum track, then we'll come back and talk about it. Here we go. I think with some experimentation with where you set the pickup blend and the tone knob, I think you can get the Epiphone Viola Bass to sound pretty darn close to a Hofner bass. Now, in my last video about the viola bass, I had made some comments about the neck dimensions being different. On the viola bass, if you measured at the 21st fret, the neck width measures about 51 millimeters. Whereas on the Hofner, measured across the neck at the 21st fret, we have 49 millimeters. Now, that's not a big difference, but from a player's perspective, I will definitely say that the Epiphone Viola neck does feel wider, and the measurements would agree with that. Now, talking about the depth of the neck. If you measure at the 4th fret, the viola bass comes in at 19 millimeters, whereas the Hofner is a kind of a chunkier 22.5 millimeters. So again, from the player's perspective, the thumb position and the feel of the Hofner neck is quite different than the Epiphone Viola Bass. Now let's talk about pricing. At time of filming, the Viola Bass comes in around 650 Canadian dollars, and the Hofner Club Bass Contemporary series came in around $1,200. So there's almost a twofold difference. So who do I think this Epiphone Viola Bass is for? I think this bass is for the player who is in a live act, who needs to get that Beatle vibe, but doesn't want to spend a lot of money. I think this Epiphone Viola Bass holds tremendous value for that type of sound. And I think with some experimentation with the pickup volume blend and the tone knob, you can get pretty close to the Hofner sound. I think if we were to swap out these round wounds for flat wounds, I think we would get even closer. So there you have it, bass versus bass. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time.